Everything about you that the enemy comes to sap out of your personality, change from your character, make you flip, and you're like, okay, well, I'm just not going to do it anymore. It's not being reciprocated. But that's changing the design of God that He uniquely made you to be. Amen? Today we want to talk about a few people who the enemy came to take away the essence of who they were. The very fiber of their being was challenged. The very. We're going to look at Tamar's story in Genesis 38 and verse 6. My brother-in-law, Jameer Brown, is assisting me. I sent my PowerPoints and I was like, look at it, and this is what I want. And so while I was making those last night, I thank God for somebody that has the gift of God. I'm talking about a gift of God to communicate. Communication skills. Genesis 38:6. And Judah took a wife for his firstborn, whose name was Tamar. And Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord slew him. And Judah said unto Onan, go into thy brother's wife and marry her, and raise up seed to thy brother. And Onan knew that the seed could not be his. And it came to pass, when he went into his brother's wife, that he spilled it on the ground, lest that he should give seed to his brother. And the thing which he did displeased the Lord. That's the thing that makes me cringe. The thing that he did displeased the Lord. Wherefore he slew him also. Verse 11. Then said Judah to Tamar, his daughter-in-law, remain a widow at thy father's house, till Shelah my son be grown. For he said, lest peradventure he die also, as his brethren did. And Tamar went and dwelt in the house of her father. Now, here we have the story of Tamar. This woman has faced many, many difficulties and disappointments. Let's think about this, okay? Someone comes along and they ask you to go back with them and to marry their son. Then it turns out that this man is wicked. Now, when God called you wicked, when God called you wicked, this is not your house calling you wicked. This is God Himself calling you wicked. And can you imagine what He must have done to that woman? Not just in His everyday behavior with everybody else, but sometimes the people that are the closest to you ensue more hurt and harm than anyone else. They get along with everything and everybody else, but something about you. And this man was wicked. I can't even imagine the things he did to this woman. My husband and I have served as pastors for over 18 years. And the stories that I have heard, my God, it makes me crazy. The stories I have heard. From people in the streets, to people in the church, to people in the pulpit. The things that people have done to people. He was a wicked man. But I want you to know that every wicked person has their day. Woo! Every. Hallelujah. The Bible says you cannot sow to the wind and not reap the whirlwind. I don't care who they are, how many people call them holy, how long they've been doing what they've been doing. Everybody has their day. Woo! My God. And God loves, just like you love your children, God loves His children. And sooner or later, He's going to come see about you. And He's going to deliver you. That was for somebody up in here, I'm telling you. When you get through, and you marry her and raise up seed for your brother, which was the custom there. Some folk get carrying that foolishness. No, but I'm saying that was the custom then. Well, now. There it is. They're still doing that. But I don't know. But it's not the custom anymore. And they should cut it out. But he goes in there and he marries Tamar. And the thing about him marrying her, this hoodlum, now come on, he getting all the benefits, all of them. And a brother won't come, he won't do what won't call. You don't make children. God gives you children. And he won't do what would bring her honor. See, because a mother, if she had a son, regardless as to what else happened, she had somewhere to go. Remember Ruth? She had nowhere to go. Both her sons had passed away and her husband. So he would not even honor his brother, nor give her honor. And God said it was wicked. It displeased the Lord. These are the things that make me wonder. When I see people doing the things they do in the world, I'm like, they didn't read that the thing displeased the Lord. And he killed him. Everybody talking about grace and everything. With grace. I done seen some folk taken up out of here. I done seen that. It's too late to tell me it don't happen. God will have what he wants. God will have his purpose in the earth realm. And he had chosen Tamar for the seed of Jesus Christ to come through. He gets what he wants. All the time. All the time. When we get through what our will and the permissive will and what he let us do, and Lord, just let me have time, he gets what he wants. One way or another, God's going to get what he wants. Now, this second husband, when he dies also, her dreams are crushed because she's beginning to hope again. You ever been in a place where all your hope is taken away and then something, a little bright sunshine come through, and what is this with the clouds? Will come raining on your sunshine day. And here it comes. You know what? It almost made, it's the kind of thing that make people say, I'm living in cycles. It's like I come out of this thing, I look up, and here it is again. It's just a different face. It's at a different place. But it's the same thing. Smells like, look like, it is. It's the same thing. It's a vicious cycle. And after a while you begin to wonder, what is it about me? What is it about me? Now we have no behavior patterns that are indicative of this lady attracting such personalities. There are no characteristics stated, such as that she put herself out there for foolishness. If she entertained people that couldn't buy her lunch. That he dated her for 3 years. It don't take a man that long to change his whole life. Trust me. Trust what I'm saying. Let me tell you, I have 10 brothers. 10 nothing. Same mama, same dad. 10 nothing. That's why she called everybody in the prayer. You knew where everybody was. Come on in here and pray. Now I'll tell you something about men. They done figured you out by the third day. Trust what I'm saying, what I say, what I say. That's why when they bring them around, see, because it's 10 of them, I get confused. I'll be like, her name is Honey. Till you bring somebody here, and they got a ring on and you got a date for a wedding. Her name is Honey. I ain't going through all these names. Donna, Jack, June, Jessica, D'Souza. Her name is Honey. All of them. Because this is what you know. Let me tell you, anything a man on, he'll pay whatever it takes. God gave God. Don't forget it. I said don't forget. Don't sell yourself short. You're worth all that and some. What did he have to borrow to get you? What did he have to go back to school to make up? All right. What did he have to move to get it? You worth all that.